Hello everybody. Thanks for anybody who's watching. Appreciate it. This is my first video on YouTube, I guess, or for this bike of mine I just got. A little history about myself. I've been riding dirt bikes pretty much all my life since I was 5, and recently acquired. I've had probably about 5 bikes just here recently. Got rid of most of all of them in trade-in for this PanAm. Trade in my Lowrider S, my KLR, CRF 250, another small dirt bike. But I decided to trade all in and get something that would do hopefully everything for me. And so far, I love this bike. Like I said, I got it about 2 months ago. Got 10 miles on it. I have currently about 2,000. I had only one problem at the beginning, and that was the screen was going black. I did the software infomet whatever system myself. Like I like to do everything myself. Less dealer touch, the more I like it. Seems like every time I go to a dealer, I gotta go back again for something else that they did. But I'm sure they have their own problems with this bike as far as getting trained on it, and so I decided to train myself while they're getting trained. But anyway, I done the update and it seemed to take care of the black screen. Other than that, I really had no problems. I already did my 1,000-mile service myself. It's pretty easy for those y'all that are kind of scared. If you have just a little bit of mechanical abilities, you can do it. And believe me, you appreciate the bike a lot more once you do it yourself, knowing that you've done it. But anyway, I want to go over some of the things that I've done to it since I've got it. And let's go. Let's see, starting up front here. I have done Pizoma riser for the front fender. What I did notice about when doing this, your hydraulic lines will only allow this fender to go so far. So I do have also a extender for my fender here, but when I put it on, it gets really close to my knobbies. So I'm thinking about attaching it a different way and possibly heating it up and molding it some so it doesn't get so close, because I know the mud's going to be coming up. I don't want to cake onto it and maybe rip it off. But I'm working on that extension right now. I did change out my own tires. I used the Rabaconda tire changer. I have to say, phenomenal. Me and my son changed them out. It took us probably about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. That's because we're just trying to learn how to use the Rabaconda. Once we got used to it, I'm sure we could have done the tire change 1.5 hours, 2 hours, way cheaper than what the dealership would done. And for those of y'all who think it's going to mess up with your TPMS, no. These tires run just about the same pressure as your street tires, so you ain't got to worry about pressure changes. Also, yeah, these are rated for a lower speed, but just be knowledgeable of that. It's ain't a street bike no more. Now it's more of a dirt bike, venture bike, so you're not going to be racing on the street no more. So just be knowledgeable of what tires you put on there, and you should be fine. It keeps you from having to go in the dealership paying the exorbitant amount to have these tires changed out, and them changing and them messing with your computer. Like, again, the less people mess with stuff, the less things go wrong. There's already plenty of stuff on this bike, electronics wide. We don't need more people involved. So anyway, tire change was a breeze, and I love the Anacondas. I think they're Anacondas, Anakis. I'm sorry, Anakis. Love them. Put on the Harley skid plate. That's a breeze. That's nothing. I did look at the Camel one now that I got this one on. So if this one doesn't take as much abuse as I give it, I might have to go to use the Camel. I also threw this Harley screen on there too, just to protect some of that radiator, which again, it is a bad area, but I guess where else would it go? So maybe with the fender extension, that'll help some of the clogging up. I did put on these sidebars from Pozoma. I love them. I actually love them. I mean, not only because I haven't tried yet, I was gonna lay my bike down and see how far it lays, because this bike lays flat. Okay, it lays completely flat. If you ain't got something on the side of this, it's gonna lay flat, and it's a bugger to pick up. I mean, it's, you know, it's gonna be 600 some pounds, if not more, if you can load it up. So these I'm gonna try out and see how they work. They work great on the highway. I put my foot right here. It reminds me of my lowrider. So, I mean, it's just a smooth, comfortable ride. Let's see what else I do. Oh yeah, I put my Vance and Hines on there. Cannot stand the sewing machine sound, just the engine noise. I really like more sound. So took off that resonator. That was a big old chunk of weight. Put this on. Again, this was a breeze. You don't have to do anything to your computer or nothing, and I think it sounds really good. Not too loud, so you can still put around the forest, do things out in the wild without disturbing everybody. But when you get on it in town, it's going to sound like you're getting on it. It sounds really nice. Let's see, going down this way, put on the Harley rack system. I figured I want a robust rack system, so I did look around a little bit, but I decided to go with Harley because I'm sure they mount perfectly to this bike, and they did, and it was a breeze. So got that on there. He knows, here's my KLR days. Here's my tube. Of course, everyone knows I'm going to have a tool tube, and all my tools go in there. I even kept my top KLR bag. It just fits well with this bike. I like it. Let's see, Moscow. What a phenomenal bag. You can't maybe tell from just looking at them. These things are like military grade tough. And not to mention the storage capacity, 35 liters, along with the aux pack of another 5 liters. I love them. I put them together, put them on this thing, and it looks, I think it looks great. I really like them. So I plan on doing some long trips, so those will come in real good handy. Coming back around, didn't do much. As you can see, I just got this tool tube on here with some big wire straps. It ain't, believe me, this thing's mounted to this bike. It ain't going nowhere, and it's easy access. This old KLR bag of mine, this actually extends up to about right here, so it does carry a lot. I love it, and it brings my KLR with me, even though I got this nice, beautiful Pan America. The other side of it, I did get this, since I am getting up in age. I am 57. This aux pack right here does fit well for what I have in here, and this is what's going to help me probably if I get too tired out in the woods of picking this bike up. It's a jack. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's going to help out a lot. And I think it's moto jack or whatever, but it's a nice ratchet jack that I got online. Yeah, moto bike jack is what it is. So if you're ever out in the woods by yourself, which I'd probably be a lot by myself in the woods, traveling, that bike jack, that's probably gonna get in handy. Hopefully I'll be able to pick it up by myself, you know, first couple times. But if I'm having a bad day, I might need some help. So got that along. Coming around this way, let's see. Do have my phone mount. This is a, I can't remember, I had it so long, quad lock. I like it. I had on my lowrider, had on my KLR, had on all my bikes. It has the dampener on it, just held on by normal stuff, clicks right on. Got my Garmin, got that. Let's see how it all boots up. So that's kind of, I guess you'd say, what my cockpit looks like. I do also have a power charger here. Just turned it on. I just strapped it there. I used it because I put that there for my phone and maybe my GoPro. My Garmin is powered by one of the heating ports underneath the seat, which I just got a adapter for the port, ran it up underneath my tank cover. It comes out right here, connects right into my Garmin, and so that's way easy access. Didn't have to pull the tank. You know, who wants to pull the tank? I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have to eventually to service the air filter, but I mean, come on, this thing comes off with 2 screws, plenty of room in there to run your wiring. So again, this adapter here I got from, I think it was Pozoma. It does take a little work, I have to say. I mean, it's easy to do, just you got to take off a lot of stuff. So if you're not used to taking all this stuff apart, that's the only thing. Other than that, fits great, looks great, works great, makes the cockpit look great. All the information going on there, love it. Bark busters, put those on. These way better than what comes with the bike. I can tell that once they lay over, this is really going to take some punishment. I don't think I'll have to worry too much about breaking my brake and clutch levers. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, I just want something more robust. My KLR days, I've laid all over many times and luckily never broke a clutch or thing like that. But I figure as heavy as this bike is, it could easily happen. These didn't come in white here, white lettering. I kind of done that at work. I mean, I paint aircraft as my job, my career, and so I mean, what's 2 minutes of making my bark buster stand out and look nice. Did put these risers on here. These are the, see if you can get the name in here. Anyway, they're Healy, I think they're Healy Max or something like that. Healy risers, whatever. Very easy. I mean, instead of having to change all your riser out down through here, getting underneath the bike, doing whatever, I mean, you just take your top cover off of here, put this on, and you get to use your top cover again so it matches all nice. I mean, come on. I mean, you don't have to move anything. I mean, well, I'll take that back. All you do is move your wiring cables from up front to behind. You ain't gotta move. I mean, you just push them back there. Not like you gotta move them, like disconnect. You just push them back there. And I think they look really nice. But yeah. The other thing I had a problem with people with the other risers is that they said Harley has this cutout right here for a reason. The reason they have it is to clear the steering controller here. You know, because when this thing turns with the other risers, especially when you get to a point, it comes really close, almost touches this. So you gotta, your steering dampener did play a role in why I picked this type of riser. Let's see what else I got going on here. I haven't really done much anything else. I think the windscreen works great. Some people complain it's not tall enough. Works great for me, so I'm not doing nothing with it. When I got this bike, of course, they had two adapters here. This one's only powered when the bike is off, so that'd be my charging one. And I had another one right here for some reason, so this is the one I used for my USB port. And it seems to work good, and I can always disconnect it and use it for tire pump or something else if I'm air my mattress up, whatever. So I have this auxiliary port here, one there for, I can actually tie in another USB adapter there for when the bike's off and it has power. Let's see, I think that's about it. Other than that, I just love this bike. I mean, I'm fixing to go probably on my first overnighter just to run it through the bells and whistles of it and see how it reacts. And then from there on, hopefully longer and longer rides. But I'm really happy so far. All the maintenance for the 1,000 mile, 500 miles, it's pretty easy. I mean, like I said, I didn't have any real big problems. I do keep an eye on my radiator hose, as some people talk about that. That width should be able to get a pencil through there. So as long as I see like a pencil width, I'm happy. If it starts to change, I might cut this a little bit and slide it more on. But that's just something to keep an eye on. I know that was a big issue. Other than that, I think that's it. This is my 2022 Pan America Special with laced wheels and a shitload of accessories so far in the first 2 months, but I think it's gonna really do phenomenal, and I can't wait to get this into the woods. Anyway, if you have any questions about my bike or about Pan America, I'm always studying up on it. I like to have most knowledge about this bike as possible so we can help me out. And if you have any questions about any of my accessories that I have or anything else, feel free to leave a comment or something. And I'll see you out there on the dirt. I mean, that's where I like to be, on the dirt, right? Dirt glide. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.